Welcome back to Dummies Breakdown, where I break down the last Broncos game. And boy, do I not want to break it down. I want to start off by saying there is no need to panic. If I were to step out of Desland and back into reality, did the outcome of this game surprise me? Unfortunately, no. We have a new coaching staff. We have a new QB. There were going to be some speed bumps, and this was one of them. Now, let's step back into Desland. The utter disappointment of losing this game. God, it hurts. Sure, it's only week 1, but it was week 1 against the Seahawks. You win this game. So, am I wildly disappointed? Absolutely. But maybe that means any of the losses the rest of the season just won't hurt nearly as bad as this one. So we're just ripping that Band-Aid off real quick. Start of the season. Okay, let's get into some key takeaways. 1, the penalties destroyed us. In total, we had 12 penalties for 106 yards. We gave Seattle 7 first downs from penalties. That means 40% of their first downs were because of us. I mean, Russ also had 2 delay of game penalties. That sort of just showcased, 1, how loud the stadium was. 2, Russ and Hackett are still getting into a groove. I mean, it is their first year together. Moving forward, I don't think we will see that as much. But penalties definitely blew and destroyed us. Yes, they did. 2, Russell Wilson did not disappoint. If you think about the amount of pressure this guy had on him, 5 months of buildup of him coming in and being this orange and blue savior for the quarterback drought that Denver has been in for 7 years, then coming in to play against your old team, which you were pushed out of. It's controversial, who knows, whatever. Then getting booed by the city you spent a decade pouring your heart and soul into. I mean, 1 Super Bowl win and 2 Super Bowls. Like, of course, nerves are going to be off the wall. It was phenomenal that he was able to operate at the level that he did. And that's why he's getting paid those big bucks, baby. Overall, he had 340 yards, which was 3rd for week 1 behind Patrick Mahomes at 360 yards and Matt Ryan at 352 yards. He had 1 touchdown and an average of 8.1 yards per attempt. Broncos Country, do not forget, no matter the outcome of this game, we have a quarterback. Nothing can be as worse as those 7 years. 3, say what you will about these starters not playing during preseason, but the Broncos did look rusty. The difference, or at least the defense, between the first half and the second half was night and day. Honestly, in the first half, they made Geno Smith look like a franchise quarterback. And the 2 fumbles on the 1-yard line, it has been 36 seasons since an NFL team has fumbled twice on the 1-yard line. 36 seasons. I will never, ever speak poorly of Javonte Williams, but I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And 4, there was obvious poor clock management the last 2 minutes of the game. Lots of people, including Peyton Manning, pointing out about how crazy it was not to call a single timeout when you had 3 left, and the choice of letting Brandon McManus kick a 64-yard field goal, which would have been a career-long field goal for BMAC and the 2nd longest in the NFL, versus letting your $200+ million quarterback, who thrives under pressure, cooks under pressure, and going for it on 4th down. What was the right decision? Everyone's a critic, and I'm just a dummy. Overall takeaway, everything is a-okay. Sure, there were a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes, but everything is fixable. And let's talk glass half full. We had a total of 433 yards, which was the most yards we've had since 2020. Jerry Jeudy broke through his first 100-yard game since 2020. And back in 2013, Peyton Manning lost his homecoming game against the Colts. And we all know how the rest of that story went. Well, the NFL season has begun. All eyes on this home opener game against the Texans. Russ's first of many playing at his new home, Mile High. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps. Okay, Broncos Country, let's ride.